Hey buddy, it's Crazy24. Welcome back to some more Pokemon HeartGold and SoulSilver. In the last one, I mean, it's been a little bit since I last recorded, but if I'm not mistaken, I think we arrived in Viridian City and explored the area. We kind of stopped by the gym real quickly, but of course it was locked. Can't really do much about that yet. Took care of the trainer house, whatever it's called. Kind of got my ass handed to me a little bit, but I still won the fight, which was good. I mean, that was about it. I mean, we checked out the routes like that goes to the Indigo League, and yeah. But this time around, we're here in Route 1, which is cool. The route literally right underneath Viridian, on the way to Pallet, so it's gonna be kind of cool, you know, kind of making our way there. But yeah, since we are here on Route 1, this is what we're gonna be taking care of today's episode. We got some Pokemon. So in this route, we can find Pidgey. It's like kind of the regular stuff. Pidgey, Rattata, Sentret, Furret, and Hoothoot. Furret for only 5% at a time. By Headbutt, you can find Hoothoot, Pineco, Wurmple, as well as Ladybug and SoulSilver, and Spinarak and HeartGold. With Swarms, you can find Poochyena, pretty interesting one. And for special Pokemon, we can find with the Hoenn sound plus Solminen, and with the Sinnoh sound, Shinx. Alright, so we're here in this route, which we have an Apricorn. From what it looks like, this seems to be a black Apricorn. Yep, we got a black one. We got a black one. That's a sentence. No Apricorn. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so from the looks of it, this route is very different from how it used to be back in the Kanto games. I feel like just in general the route's layout is just like tiny bit different. But yeah, we have some new trainers. I mean, back then we had like the youngsters, as they were called. That's like the trainer class. But now we have the school kids on this route with much higher level Pokemon. Should still be pretty easy, but like, you know, still. It's kind of interesting like seeing these trainers like change up a lot. Okay, Pidgeot. Well, it's kind of perfect because we have Ice Beam, so let's do that. Dory's actually almost to a level 55, which is kind of cool, because now then Dory will actually kind of be on par with my actual strongest member, you know, Charles. So kind of cool. I do wonder though, who would really win in a fight between Charles and Dory? That's a tough one. That's actually a tough one. I feel like one of the things is like who has the more bulk between the two. One of the things is that, I mean, because like they both have a move that has stab that is super effective against the other. Dory, of course, is like Surf and Waterfall, and Charles will have like Stone Edge. So I don't know. I feel like Charles might have the upper hand if he hits off the Stone Edge, and that's if he hits off Stone Edge. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But we have a Jinx, and it's an Ice Psychic type. Honestly, Bradley. Just go in Bradley and just like fight. Okay, we'll do Avalanche. That's perfectly fine. That's not gonna do much. But Bradley should just instantly kill with like Flamethrower or whatever. There it is. Alright, goodbye. Have fun. Bradley's just doing. I really wish Bradley could just be a little strong. I mean, no, okay. Hear me out, right? He's strong as it is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's not strong. I'm just saying that, like, you know, I kind of wish he was a little bit higher up in level, especially with like most of the team being higher in level. Most of the team literally being like Dory and I think Thor as well are both level 54. Charles is level 55. I think Tyson is like 52, 53. So it feels like Bradley and Bryce are always just like lacking, you know, compared to like the other members, which is a shame. But it's because like there's really good members. I really do enjoy them. It sucks that, you know, they do lack a lot compared to the others. At least like in terms of level, they are a little bit behind. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't say they lack in terms of like power or just like capability. I mean just in terms of their level. So hopefully, you know, I can, well, level them up soon enough. There's gonna be a really tough fight coming up real soon, and I'm a little bit worried about it. Definitely a little bit worried about it. And it might be one that ends with me using almost all of my team members. It's gonna be an interesting fight. We'll have to see how it goes. again, I'm a little bit nervous about it. Definitely a bit nervous, but with any luck, it'll go well. That's just something that we can hope. Looks like we have... Oh, is this who I think it is? Hello, just when you least expected, I'm Cameron the photographer. Well, beautiful timing, my guy. I think in-game right now, I'm recording this on a Friday, but like in-game it's a Saturday, so like, hey, look at that. Look at the team, all grown up. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice. I love seeing that, it's beautiful. Oh gosh, we have an ace trainer. How are you going to be? These ace trainers seem to... It's kind of like a... I don't know, like a 50-50 chance. It's either going to be a really good match or a really painful match. Absol, that's perfectly fine. I can deal with an Absol. Absol's pretty strong, but like kind of weak defensively, and also I'm faster somehow. So I mean that kind of, you know, makes it worse for Absol. This should insta-kill. Very nice. You know how it be. And oh my gosh, Dory's level 55. Kind of on par with Charles now, and look at that. So apparently Sheer Cold is another move Dory can learn by level up. And I'm pretty sure this is actually like the last one Dory Lepers can learn by level up. So Sheer Cold is a move. It's a special ice type attack, only 30% accuracy. The foe is blasted with a attacked with a blast of absolute 0 cold. The foe instantly faints if it hits. So it's one of those one-shot moves. One of those moves that Sturdy can actually, you know, go up against and not get killed by. But of course it has 30% accuracy. Not exactly super worth it. I like the move. I think it'd be kind of fun to just like have it on the team or have it on someone and just kind of go crazy with it. At the same time, however, I don't exactly want to, because 30% accurate moves, especially with my luck, is not gonna go well at all. It's just not. I'm not trying to risk it. I really am not trying to risk it. But, you know, I mean, it's kind of, they're still fun to just have and to use. So, I'm just saying, thank goodness you missed that. Holy hell. That would have been frightening. Focus Blast on a damn Tyranitar from a Pokemon that has insanely powerful special tech. Yeah, that would have just ended incredibly terribly. I think Charles would have just been a dead man. I think that would have been it for him, and thank goodness that we're fine. That didn't hit. Ooh, okay. Had a little startle there for a second. But yeah. Kinda going back a little bit on the whole thing of those really low accuracy moves. They work very well in the original Gen 1 games, specifically because in those games, X items were absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. And let me give you a little bit of an example. So, Nidoking, which is a Pokemon, a very great Pokemon, I love Nidoking a lot. But Nidoking is a Pokemon that can learn a move called Horn Drill. I'm pretty sure it's a move that he can only learn as a Nidorino, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like a kind of a higher level move, so like you kind of want to like, kind of need to keep the Nidorino for a bit. Yeah, but like once you get it, it's actually really worth it because Horn Drill, another one-hit KO move. I think it has like 30% accuracy as well. However, because of X items being absolutely busted, pop on an X speed, pop on an X accuracy, also Thor's level 55, and you're gonna win. Because in those games, X items, I don't know the exact specifics of it, but I know X items basically increase those stats in incredible amount. Basically like to like max, or maybe even infinite. So like X speed, you would outspeed everything. X accuracy, every move of yours will hit. It's, you know, it's kind of one of those things. So like pop those two on a Nidoking and with Horn Drill, it's over. It's over. But yeah, we're here in Pallet Town, folks. Freaking Pallet Town, which is crazy. We haven't seen this place since, well, since the last game. And I think we know who this is. Hi! Red's been away. He hasn't called either, so I have no idea where he is or what he's doing. They say no news is good news, but I do worry about him. Yeah, we haven't seen Red in forever since we last played as Red. So, you know, man says a we now apparently. He has to have come back. Shut up, Liz. No one cares about you. He has to have come back at some point, right? Because, like, when we last were Red, he had, well, I think he had, like, an NES in the original Gen 1 games, and in Fire Red Leaf Green, he had, like, I don't know, I want to say a GameCube, probably? Because that was the most recent Nintendo console at the time. So, he had to have come back, upgraded to a Wii, and then just, like, went home, played it for a bit, and just, like, dipped afterwards. I don't know what his story is. Hi, my kid brother is the gym leader in Viridian City, but he goes out of town so often it causes problems for the trainers. Oh, I think we know who her brother is. Anything special here? Power is turned off. Okay. So Red hasn't used it in a while, and Blue just like turned it off. He's like, nah, that's that. It's all done. Who's you? I'm raising Pokemon too. They serve as my private guards. Okay. Well, let's peep out the laboratory. See our boy Professor Oak again. It's been a little bit. So you are Dan. Just between you and me, the professor's show, Pokemon Talk, is not live radio. Damn, got called out, okay. The professor's Pokemon Talk radio show is aired here and in Johto as well. Professor Oak is so cool! Dan, thanks to your work on the Pokédex, the professor's research is coming along well. Ah, Dan! It's good of you to come all this way to Kanto. What do you think of the trainers out here? Pretty tough, huh? Ah, you're collecting Kanto gym badges. I imagine that's hard, but the experience will surely help you. Come see me when you get them all. I'll have a gift for you. Okay. That's a nice little incentive. Keep it up, Dan. So how's your Pokédex coming along? I mean, I guess decent. So let's see. Let's just check out the National Dex. Maybe we'll do both. You see 209 Pokemon, only caught 62. You need a celebratory music, but it's like 62 is... Like, not much. I could have sworn I caught more, but I guess not. Huh. Okay, well, let's check out the National Dex real quick, just out of curiosity. So I've seen 237 and caught 62 once again. Okay, that's not much at all. Okay, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. But you know what? There's still more Pokemon to catch. And of course, you know, we'll see those Pokemon that we catch. We're gonna see like legendaries and stuff, and there's like a few more other Pokemon, like wild Pokemon we can like encounter, so it'll be kind of cool. But here in Pallet Town, of course, there's surfing and there's this little patch of grass. So by surfing, we can find Pokemon such as Tentacool and Tentacruel. By fishing with the old rod, you can find Tentacool and Magikarp, and you can find both of those with the good rod and super rod. With the good rod and super rod, you can also find Shelder and Chinchou, and specifically with the super rod, for only 3% of the time, you can find Lantern, the evolution of Chinchou. By headbutting, we can find Hoothoot, Pineco, and Wurmple, as well as Ledaba and SoulSilver, and Spinarak and HeartGold. And in this patch of grass, it's a big patch of grass, but in this patch of grass, there is only one Pokemon you can encounter. And that Pokemon is Tangela. The only Pokemon you can encounter in this patch of grass. I'm pretty sure this is literally how it was back in Fire Red Leaf Green too. So let's try a Quick Ball and see what happens. If it doesn't catch, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'm glad I didn't have to like sit here for minutes, a while, trying to catch a damn Tangela. First try out the Quick Ball, that's what we're talking about. Tangela's been caught. Give a nickname? Yes, and we already know which one what nickname we're gonna give it. A reference back to the Fire Red Leaf Green Let's Play. We're naming our Tangela Spaghetti. It's a beautiful name. I think it works well. Alright, well, that's about that for Pallet Town. However, there's a bit of a route over here, and we're going to be taking this route. We have time in the episode, we haven't really done much yet. We have some time to go on this route, fight some trainers, maybe make it to our next destination. So let's do just that. We're obviously going to send in Thor because, well, it's going to be all like water type Pokemon. However, I wouldn't mind sending in Bryce or Tyson just to get like neutral damage in. Let's actually send in Bryce. I think, and I'll have Tyson as like backup if anything. I think this would be a good way to just like have them gain levels. And we're also gonna get a Repel on because I'd rather just not. I'd rather just not deal with any Pokemon. Where we at? I just saw it, didn't I? Yes, yeah, okay. 20 Super Repels. That's quite a lot, actually. Alright, let's get it going. So, we are now... Oh, okay, I guess we're not gonna see it just yet. I guess technically this is Route 21, essentially. I don't know if it literally said it at all. But yes, this is considered Route 21, the route underneath Pallet Town. So on this route, we can find Pokemon, that's for sure. Luckily, the only HM that you need for this is going to be freaking, what is it called? Surf. So that's nice, we're already gonna have Surf on the team. So for Pokemon on this route, we can find, give it a sec. Okay, so it mentions Tangela, interestingly enough. Oh, okay, that's weird. So the patch of grass above us, the one where we found Tangela, apparently Tangela is not the only one. First off, it's not considered a Pallet Town patch of grass, it's considered Route 21's patch of grass, which is weird because I'm pretty sure last game was also considered Pallet Town, and we didn't get like the bar saying like, hey, it's Route 20. I don't know, it's confusing, but apparently that is a Route 21 patch of grass. And so the Pokemon that we talked about are, I think, gonna be the exact same, right? Yeah, the Pokemon that we talked about are gonna be the exact, well, okay, no, there's some differences. Fishing and surfing wise, the exact same as before. Air Slash. Oh, so Bryce can learn Air Slash at level 51. So Air Slash is a flying type attack, special, 75 base power and 95% accuracy. The user attacks with a blade of air that slices even the sky. It may also make the target flinch. Now, here's what I'm thinking, right? I still want to keep Aerial Ace, but I see the benefit of having Air Slash, especially since, one, it gives Bryce, or it gives Crobat, a special attacking flying type move, especially if you already have like Fly. So just kind of like you have a physical one with Fly, special one with Air Slash, and it also does more damage. So a little bit less accuracy, but like 95 is not bad at all. So I'm trying to think, man. Both are good, but it's like I feel with the very good physical attack that Crobat has, I don't know if it's a move I really want to keep. You know what? I'm going to like not get it right now. If by any chance in a future scenario I want, okay, I'm stupid, sorry, hold up. Keyboard moves and forget Air Slash, there we go. If by any chance this future scenario where I want to actually get Air Slash onto Crobat, then I just go to the move tutor, simple as that, or move reminder. So yes, on this route, with the patch of grass up there, you can find Tangela most of the time. However, I was wrong about that being the only Pokemon. You can also find one other Pokemon, that being Mr. Mime, but it's very rare. During the day and the night, or sorry, the morning and the night, only 5% of the time, and during the general daytime, 10% of the time. So yes, you can find Mime there, which is kind of interesting. Surfing, fishing, same exact stuff as before. Headbutting though, same stuff as usual. However, you can also find Tangela by headbutting. And for special Pokemon, with the Hellwind sound, you can find Linoone and Whismur, and with the Sinnoh sound, Bidoof and Breezel. So yes, that's about that. Now there's a special item here. Where might this be? Right underneath me. We got Stardust. Alright, something nice we can sell. Let's fight you. Okay, so we already kind of understand how this route's gonna work. Gonna have a lot of Pokemon trainers, and we're just gonna be fighting them, basically. Nothing else to really say. We're just gonna be fighting a lot of trainers. Shelter. Cross-posing should work, right? Yeah, okay. It's gonna be neutral to, like, everyone here. Didn't do as much as I hoped, surprisingly enough. Another cross-poison will kill again. Goodbye. Alright. Now what could I, like, just say? I don't know, because, like, I'm trying to think of, like the Pokemon podcast thing that me and Chris used to do. And like, what can I kind of just bring as like a topic of discussion? I can't really think of much right now. You know what? I mean, like, I've been watching some shows recently. I mean, let me know down in the comments if there are any like shows or movies that you've been watching recently. I'm just curious what you've been up to. What I've been up to in terms of that kind of stuff. I've been watching well, I haven't been watching as many movies recently, but I did in this in the weekend. Hold up, when is it coming out? 2 weekends ago, at the time of this being uploaded, published, I went over and hung out with my boy Brian. We haven't seen Brian on the channel in a while, but yes, I hung out with him for the weekend. I had a long weekend, so I showed at his place. And we actually watched through the first 6 Star Wars films. I actually like was kind of getting into the idea of wanting to watch the Star Wars series. And I knew how much of a fan Brian was of Star Wars, like, throughout the years growing up and whatnot. And, like, I know he still liked the series a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Brian if he'd be down to binge the Star Wars series with me. Because I just want to get through it and just have fun watching it. And he was down for it. So we watched, like, I think we watched, like, the original trilogy all in one day. Which was kind of crazy, but we did. And it took us, like, 2 days to get through the prequel trilogy. Which, I don't know why it took us 2 days. I think it's just because, like, we did start, I think, a little bit later than when we watched the original trilogy, and we took, like, longer breaks. And then he also wanted to go to sleep earlier because, like, you know, some commitments and whatnot in the next day. So, yeah, it took us 2 days to finish that, but we did, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Very, very good movies. Our next, so, as you can probably tell, we're watching in chronological order. Not chronological, sorry, release order. I kind of wanted to do chronological, but Brian went for release order, and I'm like, you know what, that's perfectly fine. Also, Corsola, hey, I haven't seen, I don't think we have seen a Corsola at all in this game. So that's actually very interesting. That is not very effective. Although it's still a lot, it's okay. As I was saying, sorry, yeah, so we're watching in release order. And so the next thing, because we already, damn, still? Okay, killed though. The next thing we've been watching since we watched the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy is going to be the Clone Wars show. Which I'm actually really excited about because I've heard many good things about that show growing up and just throughout the years by many Star Wars fans, and I'm just really excited to just see what it's about. I mean, it's obviously about the Clone Wars, but I really am interested in, like, kind of, well, seeing the content of it. This is gonna hurt a bit. Nah, not that bad. Didn't get the, luckily the Corsola didn't get the boosted stats and whatnot. Come on! Just kill, you can't poison or something. What even is this Corsola typing? I want to say poison, maybe? Poison rock? Maybe just rock? I don't know. I can't say for sure. But yeah, as I was saying, Clone Wars is next, and I know for Clone Wars, I hear most people say that you definitely want to watch that series specifically in chronological order because it just, like, it's a little bit crazy if you watch it in release order, watch the episodes in release. So Corsola, I'm going to guess that it is part poison type or part rock type, and we're gonna go for an earthquake with Bradley. That's what we're gonna do and see what happens. Come on. This should do a decent amount with any luck. Come on. Something good. Oh, no, super effective. Okay, well, perfect. So I was right. I don't know what typing exactly it was, but at least I was right, which is good. And Bradley's level 52! Very nice. Anything new? No, nothing. Okay. Another damn Corsola. Sheesh. Such a garbage Pokemon, and you have 4 of them. Okay. But yeah, that's been, like, my watch stuff recently. Oh, I started on a new show, a new Disney show. Not new, but I started watching Shake It Up. I grew up with it like a little bit back in the day. Didn't really get too much into it, but I still enjoyed what I watched. And I was like, I love watching Austin and Ally, and I'm gonna rewatch it at some point, but maybe not for now. But I've been wanting to watch Shake It Up for a while, and so I did. I started the show, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's very, very good. But yeah, that's about that. There's still a few more things I definitely want to try and watch, especially this month. I know there's some like movies that I want to like watch on certain streaming platforms before like those movies leave said streaming platform, because like, you know, that happens a lot. I usually like, with all the streaming platforms that I have access to, I usually like to make a bit of a list, right? Kind of talking about what movies or whatever, or movies specifically, right? What movies are leaving at the end of the month from like certain streaming services, and I want to like write down the ones I'm interested in watching before the month is over, so I can get to them and just like kind of have them in mind. So just something a little nice to just like do. I have actually not done that yet this month. There are some movies that are leaving certain platforms at the end of the month, and I really do want to watch them before, of course, the month is over. And I'm gonna try and do that, but I need to make that list first and make sure that I actually like know what I'm trying to aim for before the month is over. We got a hidden item here, literally right on top of it. Hold up, we got a Stardust. Okay, very nice. So how much is left of this route? I'm trying to see. There is. Where am I? That's a Gen 3 map. Hold up. Excuse me? wait, huh? I'm so confused right now. We're going to... Wait, hold up. Another item here, another item. Stardust. Okay. Well, I mean, like, as much as I want to continue, there's still a lot left to do on this route, and then we're just gonna, like, you know, we're gonna kind of not close to the next area. So we're gonna end things off for today. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Pokemon HeartGold SoulSilver. In the next one, we'll finish up Route 21, make our way to the next island, which, I mean, you can kind of, if you know the game, then, you know what's coming up, but in case you don't, stay tuned for that. And yeah, so subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Of course, we got another motorcyclist. I had a bit of a failed recording prior to this episode, and there were like maybe 3-4 motorcycles passing my house. I really hope they crash. I really hope they crash. It'll be so funny. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. Social media, including Twitch, second channel, music channel, VOD channel. All that's down below. It's good stuff. Go check it out. And I'll see you guys. What did I just say? I'll see everyone next time. Pop-Tart out.